Oh, in that case, I should say, can y'all hear my TV in the background or no?
No.
Okay, then I'm just gonna leave my volume on. If you can hear it, let me know and I'll mute it.
Gotcha. What are we doing? I like how you say allowed us as if we actually have any say in what you do. Like, true. Right. Exactly. Like, and I don't remember the weird blue flying fish. What are those? Oh wait, yeah, no, never mind. I remember. I'm sorry. I've been sneezing all day, and I just recently stopped. So you know, give my mental facilities a little bit of time to catch up. Oh, we're Captain Penguin again. Yeah. Too bad. I had a perfect notion for him. You've heard of Happy Feet? Meet Happy Trigger. I'm ready to patrol the hit or miss. I'll be here. Happy Trigger. I mean, it works. How'd you miss that? Oh, doggy! Wait, wasn't that it? Is there a dog? He wants to play fetch. Burn him with fire. You did it before I even said. There you go. Well done. Oh yeah, the nutcase. It seems like he'd be a lot of fun until you want to kill him. I know you're not joking. I know a lot of people like that. Oddly enough, most of them went to MMA. Entering Agent 9's lab.
What was that?
He's an agent. Why does he have a lab?
Thought I saw a Rhinoc. Ooh, take it from me, Spyro. Never spend a week in a cage. Next thing you know, your whole island will.
And he owns it, or is he like Doc Savage, where he makes his weapons and uses them?
And I have a whole lot of work to do.
I mean, I trust him to make them. I just wouldn't trust using them.
Pupil, welcome back to my island laboratory.
My favorite
I'm
pupil.
afraid Rhinocs have taken over the entire island. Could you stop them before they destroy all my
Yeah.
research?
Oh, you've got it.
I mean, both are plausible. Then again, maybe that's his twin brother. Who knows? I mean, look, he just popped up there again, so maybe there's more than one of them. Maybe it's like the Nurse Joys and Officer Jennings. There's just one everywhere. Does any explanation make it less weird? Well, there you go. Okay, so what is our job again? I wasn't reading the thing. Are we just gems or?
Vast number of Rhinocs are waiting to ambush us as soon as I lower this force field.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was going to say, That seems kind of against the purpose, but then again, I guess maybe they're trying to encourage you to hit the shield instead of them. Which, considering you have a laser gun that just melts through the shield, maybe that's not the best stratagem.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, maybe a mirror would be better. Like a plasma bolt. Okay, that guy was cornered, and you just completely killed him while you killed a cornered rhinoceros. You know, that doesn't sound as bad as cornered rat. It's like, you know, he's still a rhino. How does a monkey kill a rhino? Do you have to just keep killing them until there's none left, then you can get through that energy shield? Or do you have to blast those controls like in... Okay. Well, we'll see if the shield's down. No. Oh, okay, so you had to blast the controls. There you go. Star Wars save stuff.
These indicators show that a bunch of Rhinox are hiding
We're gonna go for that one.
screen. I'll switch on the view panel.
Trying to avoid a Star Wars rant and actually talk about the game. It's not easy. What happened?
Try not.
Oh, so this is like that game at the arcade where you try to shoot people as they come up, right? Alright. You know what? It's their fault for coming up and being shot like that. Yep.
You cleared them out.
I was just gonna say it'd be like
The machine room is in.
I was gonna say like a criminal saying, "Excuse me, sir, that civilian fell onto my bullets after they left my gun."
Just as I thought, the machine room is overrun with birds. To target the birds in their...
Oh, I'm waiting for the court case. Sir, why are you, officer, why are you suing this man? He stole my bullets. I didn't steal them, they're lodged in my ribcage. I can't move them or I'll die. Those are my property. But, hey, on the plus side, we'll get to see how many judges are corrupt by how many judges vote to remove the bullets.
Nice
Oh, really?
Agent 9. I'm not sure if this is a bird
Oh,
egg or dragon egg. What do you think?
Yep.
Now I can switch the gravitonometric generator back on. I hope no birds got in here.
Okay. Very ritzy. Okay. Yeah, no, God damn. I'm not sure. Is it illegal? Because technically, if someone steps on your property without permission, don't you have the right to shoot them?
Better in here already. Follow me outside, where I expect we'll find some Rhinox wearing armor. You'll need
Okay, it's California that I have to. Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna work though. That figures. And it worked out.
By my calculations, the bombs in this handy
Oh,
vending
God.
machine should be highly effective.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Though I'm guessing none of the women Frenchie guns were as hard or as attractive as Margaret Robbie. Is that her name? That's her name, right?
Who, the Harley Quinn actor? I believe it's Margot Robbie, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that her name?
I think so.
Well, whatever.
Don't ask me, I usually don't keep up with years.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the most surprising part of that is, to me, just that people are still doing the Black Lives protest stuff, because, you know, normally people's attention span is only about 6 seconds.
If that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're being generous. That's why Vine was so popular. Right? People would forget all about it. I think they've mostly forgotten about it in Texas, or have they? That's a good question. Actually, are any of the southern states keeping with it? Mississippi, Alabama? California is not a southern state. The southern states are from Texas to Florida, and up a little more toward Virginia, which Virginia is kind of a half and half with southern states, because I think technically it is a southern state, but you know the capital was of the Union was in Virginia, so you know maybe not get into the borders of the Civil War, because the Civil War border was weird. Yeah, because that works so well. I know, right? Oh, funny thing. Do you know Texas was never officially ratified as a state? No, it's never been officially ratified as a state. Like, to get statehood, you need a certain approval from Congress and like a certain number of votes. Yeah. Yeah. No, Texas requested, but the Union didn't want to let them in because they didn't want another like slave state in the Union. So the president, the last thing he did before he left office, I forget which president it was, but he basically wrote a bill that, in summary, said Texas is a state, deal with it. It was more, that's officially it, but that was what more or less it said. Yes, it's never officially made a state, but it's just like it's been here so long. Like, yeah, you know, it's kind of. Could that? I actually don't know. Well, maybe it was more of just no one said the president could. Pretty much. I mean, that's where all the interpretation of the law comes. Why people need to interpret the Constitution and the law. It's like people are going, well, it doesn't say anywhere that we technically can't do this. I mean, that's why we had to have the amendment that said presidents can only serve 2 terms because, you know, the only reason presidents served 2 terms for a long time was because, yeah, it was George Washington. He's the one who set the precedent saying 2 terms is enough for anybody. And all the presidents that followed after him were just like, you want to run for the 3rd term. You think you're better than Washington, that you have the right to run for the 3rd term? I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to do that. No, I mean, he took that 2nd term under duress. It was just he knew that, you know, it was too soon for him. No. Like, the American people, I think, would have revolted if Washington didn't take a 2nd term. Which is actually funny. There's a great little incident where, you know, Washington kept us out of the war, out of the French Revolution, because he felt we were far too delicate of a country right now to get into a revolution. Which he was right. And a French delegate came over and tried to rile up the people to support the revolution. And he actually was talking about bosses and was comparing Washington to a king. And he got a whole mob to walk over to Washington's house, you know, where he was staying and I think he was still in New York at the time. But, you know, walk over to his place where he was staying and try to rile him up and saying, bring out Washington, bring out Washington. And all the people were like, yeah, bring him out so we can make him pay. And then Washington hears this. He steps outside and he just stares everyone down. And they're all like, Washington, well, we're gonna go home now. Oh no, this was when his teeth, like, I think he lost all his teeth by the time he was my age. Like, he lost his teeth very early. Oh, have you seen his dentures? I actually saw the real life dentures in a museum. Oh my god! I was just looking at them going, he had those things in his mouth? God, no wonder the man wasn't smiling. I mean, they had metal springs in them that looked like they belong in a bed.
Oh yeah.
They were not made of wood like people think, but they had ivory all around them and were... No, they had real teeth. That was the ivory part. All stuck together, and it was just like... To be fair, they were very advanced dentures for the time. But... Yeah, like... Because they had springs on them, they were constantly trying to open, so he had to literally keep his jaw set to have those things in. I know, it's like, god damn. Which is why I've always been like, oh god, I need to take care of my teeth. Which is actually a sad thing. Most of his teeth didn't need to be pulled. Actually, yeah, a great majority, as it turned out, they didn't know that sinus pressure could cause tooth pain. But, you know, back then, it was just if your teeth were in pain, pull them.
Oh.
I know, right? Right? Ugh. I'm glad we don't live in those times, because I have the same problem, and my god, I would have lost all my teeth by now. Really? Oh, wait, no, wait, you did tell us about that. I'm sorry. No, I remember now. Yeah, because I commented on really this late because I had my wisdom teeth out when I was 18.
No,
Oh. I did not realize that. I'll remember that. I did not know that. Like, because when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, man, I was my mouth did not like that. Like, I could not chew anything for 2 solid weeks. I mean, I can barely eat pudding today because I just had so much. Like, I can't even look at a king smoothie anymore just because I had to eat those for 2 weeks straight. Because, like, my brother, when he did this, his mouth healed up in like less than a week. I had a lot of problems. I mean, there was nothing complicatedly wrong. It took my mouth forever to heal. I mean, I had the same problem when I had braces. My orthodontist, when she was putting braces on me, like, my braces literally popped off my teeth twice because my teeth were so stubborn. They did not want to move. Now, mine were too, but they just didn't want to move at all. So my orthodontist just like, she actually looked at me and said, in all my years of practice, I have never met anyone with such stubborn teeth. It's like, but the good news is that once they were set, they didn't want to move again, so they haven't moved since. At least we started out talking about the park.